So, I've been doing this temp job, and it's supposed to only go to the end of the year, and then they can decide whether they want to hire me on or continue me working there. But if that falls through, I'm basically going to end up doing taxes again, like I've done for years. And so to hedge my bets and stuff, I'm doing all the tax training and everything. And like every year, they make you do this online course about harassment, both like sexual harassment and like just like every type of workplace harassment. And my question to you guys is like, do you think those type of programs actually do any good? I feel like the people that are shitheads and actually, would harass people would, those courses wouldn't mean shit to them. It's not like they're going to read them and be like, oh, yeah, that is shitty. It's a shitty thing to do. I mean,
as a company, it might buy you a little legal gateway to be like, hey, we do give training.
That's what I feel like it is.
And it's also like... if someone is a piece of shit, it's just like another excuse to fire them easily.
But you know what? I think those type of things should be the punishment for those who actually harass people. Like if it's not like something totally out of line, it's like, okay, you made a bad joke or something. Now you got to take this fucking class. That'd
be a rough job for me, man. You made a shitty joke.
Well, it'd have to be like sexual.
Fucking get the Borat treatment with the fucking bell to the the ding dong.
What do you guys think about the whole Me Too movement? Because like overall, like I think it's a good thing. Like look how many like high level people were caught because of that and everything. But at the same time, I'm like, do you think that the Me Too movement has like trickled down into like ordinary jobs? Because I feel like it worked on that high level, like, Hollywood level, because there's so much added scrutiny to the people, in that profession. Whereas like, I wonder, like, is it still shitty for people that try to report that shit in, just your regular, office type job? Or do you...
I mean, most companies, I think, take it pretty seriously because it goes to HR and then HR is, so it's a separate process. But yeah, I think it can be pretty dangerous to conduct yourself that way in an office.
I think it depends. Like, you could have a corrupt workplace where they're protecting, like, people who are in power, who are doing bad things, So you could put a bullseye on yourself.
Possibly. Usually HR is kind of a little separate from the rest of the people in power. So it depends. I mean, I'm sure it is out there.
Let me ask you this. Is there anything a female coworker could say to you that would make you like go to HR? Like if a country girl really came on strong, would you? No, I don't.
I mean, I'm sure there is.
I mean, I guess if they actually like, groped you or something, then maybe it'd be like, okay. But like, I can't imagine like, even if they said something really like disgusting to me, I don't think I would ever take it to HR.
Yeah. I'd be like, nope.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Sorry.
I wouldn't feel unsafe unless she was like way bigger than I was.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Transgendered.
Like Brock Lesnar with a wig or something.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna have to talk with somebody.
She could follow through on these threats. So
now, kind of connected to this, I have a story here, and like this isn't like a news story like you see these kind of things all the time, but it's just kind of shows that there's kind of a double standard between how men acting inappropriately and women acting inappropriately, So Illinois teaching assistant admits sex abuse of boy 14 and gets sentenced to probation. An Illinois teaching assistant has avoided jail time after she admitted to sexually abusing a teenage boy in her class. Alyssa Gustafson pleaded guilty in September to one court aggravated criminal sexual abuse after admitting that she engaged in a sex act with a 14-year-old boy who was a student while she worked at Circle Academy in Urbana. The school serves children who struggle in traditional classroom settings. While Gustafson faced jail time, Judge Roger Weber ruled that she was no longer a danger to the public. Instead of incarceration, she will receive 4 years of probation and will have to register as a sex offender for life. According to the News Gazette, Judge Weber called the sex offender registry the modern-day equivalent of the Scarlet Letter and said it would be a lifelong punishment for Gustafson. Gustafson allegedly had at least 5 sexual encounters with the 14-year-old victim. The sexual contact began in March 2019 when he was enrolled at the school, according to WAN TV. Prosecutors said that Gustafson communicated with the boy over Facebook Messenger and Snapchat. She also sent him photos of herself in bathing suit and lingerie. The boy's mother told police that she recalled seeing Gustafson at their home, but believed her to be a high school senior. After seeing the photos and learning that Gustafson was 24, the boy's mother reported her to the police. As part of the plea deal, prosecutors dropped a more serious charge of criminal sexual assault. Prosecutors hoped that she would serve some jail time. But yeah, anyway, like, and I'm not saying like, you know, it's wrong that they do this or not, but if the situation was reversed and it was a guy with a 14-year-old girl, of course he would be doing prison time.
Yeah, you know, you wouldn't be thinking probation. No.
Especially like if they were, you know, kind of like handicapped or whatever the case was.
I think any case, yeah.
Yeah. So like, I don't know, like, do you guys think there should be a hard and fast rule that, you know, this woman should have had to do jail time just like a guy would have? Or
I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It seems like it's kind of like that South Park episode, though, where
we're just like
nice.
yeah, nice. But there definitely is a double standard there, where, you know.
Oh, on kind of I forget what state it was. I recently read that like, there's a state that before like offenders were released, they were like going to chemically castrate them. And I was like, interesting.
I know that does happen in certain places. Like, that's a punishment that's on the table.
But the thing is, I don't think it's permanent, is it? When it's like a...
No, I thought it was.
I think it can have like long-standing side effects, but I don't think it's necessarily permanent. But yeah, I mean, it seems like an easier punishment than jail almost, because it's like so effective. Like... or regular castration is more effective, but yeah.
Yeah, I wonder, because you know how like a dog, like when they're castrated, they get, you know, kind of much lower energy because they don't have all that testosterone. Like, you got to imagine, would that have the same effect if you actually like cut a dude's balls off?
Like, I've heard it's like 99% effective. Like, most people lose their sex drive, but not always entirely. But yeah, pretty effective.
But what would you do in her case? Like, there to be some sort of chemical.
Well, yeah, it's a little different with
Yeah.
if you're a woman, but yeah, but those cases are much more rare too. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know, just the way this case is laid out, she definitely got away with a slap on the wrist compared to
yeah, that's pretty light.
Yeah.
Maybe she should have to wear like a real Scarlet Letter.
I mean,
she has to wear this.
It's not really like the Scarlet Letter, because the Scarlet Letter is 2 adults. It's kind of worse.
Yeah, that's true.
She has to wear this shirt that says "Kid Fucker" for the rest of her life.
Well, you know, like back in the day where they just like tattoo letters on your face and shit. It's like horse thief, you get like an HT or something, or you get a T for stealing, or just fucking shit like that.
Reminds me of that SNL sketch with Will Ferrell, where they
sounds vaguely familiar.
They like, he's shunned from society, and like I think like he has BJ written on him. But then he like
that does sound familiar.
He opens that up and it says like HJ, and then like I think he opens it up again and it says like 3-way or something.
Yeah, that does sound familiar. Walking billboard,
or maybe it says BF, like butt fucking. I don't. It's something like that.
I do remember that now, though. Yeah,
I don't remember that at all.
I remember it being a pretty funny sketch.